Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea and Banter with me. It's me, Mary Elizabeth.
And Felicia.
And so we're doing a little vlog over the next however many hours. We'll see what happens by the time we're done. But of course,
This might take time.
in a previous video, we talked about changing my space around, and which we did. It's a very small space for, it's for my reading, it's for some crafts and things like that. And Missy Tish over here said, wait 6 months or something like that, and she'll want to do it again and blah, blah, blah. Well, has it been 6 months?
It feels like it's been 6 months.
How long has it been?
No, see, this is the problem. This is what she does. So she hands me this stuff because she goes, okay, put my pens in this one. I did that. Put these in this one. And then she goes, you know what? No. Just put one of each in. One of each what? Just take them out and do one of each. Now that I finished it.
Okay, but
You want me to take them out?
Okay. Put in the comments if you think it's a good idea. I thought after she did that.
What's happening now?
I thought after she did that. So I have 3 of these that I got at the dollar store. They're cheap little things and they just snap. But they're pencil cases, right? Wouldn't you call them that?
I think
Pencil
so.
or pen cases or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I have one little bag that goes, it's a Barnes & Noble's pencil bag that goes to my Barnes & Noble tote bag. But what I thought was, because I have different bags. I have Only Murders in the Building.
I'm not saying that.
Let me finish my words before people judge me harshly. I have the tote bag. Something about shelves. And then I have, what is it, books on my shelf or something like that?
on my shelves?
I don't know. It says something on there. It's purple. I know it's purple. And then I have another one. She Done It.
Yeah, you won
Book
that.
bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I thought was, depending on the bag I take, rather than carrying a whole bunch of things, or having it be really heavy and then have to pull everything out, if I had 4 ready to go,
Yes. Well, why would
thingamajiggies.
But why would you wait?
Oh, but you know what?
Oh my God.
No, listen. The only problem...
Can I vote myself off the island?
The only problem is I can't fit a scissors in every one, right? And I can't
You want
fit
scissors
No,
in here now,
because it
too?
won't fit, right?
It's a pen case.
Right.
It's not 4 scissors.
Right. So I'm going to have to come up with something else to hold a glue stick, a...
You mean something like this with a zipper?
I'm not talking to you right now. And scissors and a thingamajiggy. What's...
A what?
A thingamajiggy.
What thingamajiggy?
One of these. Oh, you know what? No. You know what I can do? Worst case scenario.
Please write in the comments if you go through this every day like I do.
No, wait. Because...
Now what are you doing? You just... You know what? No.
No,
Wait a
minute.
You just already had me feel this.
I know. I had
What are
another
you
thought.
doing? What thought?
In this one, I will keep my glue sticks, my annotation tabby thingy majiggies.
How come you have a bunch?
What are you talking about?
You have a lot more than I do.
Because I need them. And then...
Oh, is that so?
Yes, because I'm going to be annotating The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I want to do that. I want to do The Count of Monte Cristo. I want to do Dorian Gray.
Okay.
So I have a lot to annotate.
That's 3 books.
They're big.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame is, yes.
Yes, and the Count
Monte
of Monte
Cristo,
Cristo
yes.
is bigger.
Then the Hunchback? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
I think you're wrong.
No,
I think-
I'm not.
Yeah, the
I'm
Hunchback
not.
is way bigger, isn't it?
No,
Most positive it's bigger.
It's not.
It's not?
no, because the Hunchback ends at 600.
Does it?
I want to
No,
say
it's
8
700,
or
isn't it?
9.
No.
And Count of Monte Cristo is 8. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I want to say I think it's 1,144 pages or something like that.
Really?
I believe so.
It's been a long
I'd
time
have
since
to-
I read that.
Yeah, I'd have to Google it again, but yeah. Because originally I wanted to do that for March Mammoth Month. So
Okay.
I am going to attempt to do that, but I don't think I'll be able to finish it in March. But I don't care because at least that gives me a jump start in reading it, and then I'll just continue on
From there.
because I want to annotate it. I don't
Yeah.
want to just read it to read it. I want to.
Do you own it?
Yeah. All right, it's coming in. Okay. It's coming in.
Is it?
Yes, it is. No, it's not en route, but it will be.
I'm sure.
Well, what? I want it to.
How come you have all of the same colors?
What do you mean? I got us the same.
I didn't get these.
Oh, because that might have been the first ones I bought at Walgreens, remember? And you said, why didn't you buy me any? That's why. What? I bought you some.
I feel like
She's being mean to me again,
no,
people.
no. I'm just trying to understand. I get sprinkle fruits.
You don't get sprinkle frits. You got a lot.
Where
I
did you
just
get
think
this
you
green
what?
and this green? Why are you holding out on the green?
Oh, and did you see? I got a dough bowl, but so I am using it on my homemade table, and I'm putting pictures in there so that when we have company, if people want to go through pictures, or if we're sitting here and we want to go through
Apparently we
pictures,
moved on.
we can do that. No, but I just wanted to show my bowl.
Yeah, when I was still, fine. No, it's fine.
Anyway, we're going to go back to reorganizing my pencil cases. We'll be back. I think we're going to need to make some tea.
You're gonna make tea.
I think I'm going to make some tea.
Especially if
So-
I'm doing this.
So, she's going to wind through the process.
No,
you
I'm not
don't
gonna-
have to watch that. What are you doing?
Oh, there we go.
Anyway.
It was loose.
Oh my God. Anyway, we'll be back.
How do you
Hi, we're back. So,
wait?
we made tea.
Wait.
What did I make?
I don't know.
I think I made Earl Grey. And I have some Trader Joe's peanut butter cups, just a small little bag as a treat. And then also, what are those called?
They are
Hold,
tips.
hold the cone
Yeah, hold the cone tips.
from Trader Joe's. If you love waffle cones, they are very good.
Mhm.
And dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate, very good. These are dark chocolate too.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I need scissors.
I have scissors.
I bet you do. Now that we got that all situated.
Mm-hmm.
Could have taken all night.
Listen, let me inform you. So previously, Felicia was helping me with my pens, markers, and pencils.
You returned.
And I had some pencil cases and a couple of bags, and I was going to divvy up a set of colors in each one to have a bag. Started doing that and realized that
Who started doing it?
well, you separated the colors, but I started filling them.
Who was filling them first before?
Well, that was
before
before
a light bulb decided to go off.
Okay, you're going back to previous. We're moving forward.
I just want the story to be accurate. If you're going to accurately tell the story from the beginning.
I wasn't telling it from the beginning because they already have the beginning. So
No, they didn't see the whole full beginning.
So anyway, so in 2 of the containers there wasn't much. So what I decided to do is just use these 2 for my pens and highlighters. And then I used 1 for pencils and 1 for my annotation tabs. Now, previously in this video, someone complained that I had more.
I just pointed it out.
more annotation tabs than she did.
And you didn't believe me? I had to actually go get mine.
She did. She had to go get them, and then we laid them out, and we laid out mine.
And why don't you proceed to tell them what happened?
So, what happens is,
And who was right?
Felicia was right, and I can own that. I'm sorry.
What?
My nose. I had eaten, and now I'm having a chocolate, so I apologize. But Felicia is probably my easiest person to buy for. So
Fair enough.
all year long, I try to get ahead of Christmas if I can and buy little things as we go along. And so for Felicia, I kind of start like a box, and then I'll separate and make gifts because I'm storing it most of the year, although I haven't started yet. But so I was doing that, and I was doing that, you know, I made her a box this year of supplies.
This is really cool.
Yeah, for journaling and for reading. And in the box, she got books. She got a Archer and Olive journal.
I did. I love it.
She got highlighters, markers, pens, annotation notes, etc. And
I love my stamp.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And a stamp to
Yes.
stamp her books with her name on it. Now, I am the ultimate book lover and journaler. I've done it all my life, writing in journals, whatever. So I bought for myself as well. Unfortunately, I had to throw it all in the same box because if she saw it, she would think I wasn't thinking of her and would have wanted mine. In which case I would have to buy a 3rd set, which was crazy, or not give it to her for Christmas, and then I'm right back to where I started.
Yeah.
So I had to throw everything in the same box. Well, when it came time to wrapping, somehow, subconsciously or consciously, I don't know, I missed some. And it ended up going into my container. But we rectified
We
that
did. We did.
without a problem.
Yes, we
Because
did.
I'm the one who said, I know what happened.
Yep, you did.
So, you see?
I
own
wasn't complaining in an angry way. I was just complaining as
No, I know you weren't.
as like, holy crap, you got more stuff.
Yes. Oh, that tea is good.
Oh, yeah. Tea's always good.
Yeah.
Especially if it's Earl Grey.
Earl Grey and English breakfast are my all-time favorites.
I think that's like my favorite scene in the Da Vinci Code. When Ian McKellen's character says, "Have us some Earl Grey." Yes, it's my favorite.
Oh, when he gives them the quiz, do you put milk? Which do you put milk in, or something like that? And
Yes.
unfortunately, I would fail that because I put milk in Earl Grey, and supposedly I think it's lemon you're supposed to put in it.
Or honey. Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, but I
Which
don't.
I've tried a whole bunch of stuff. I can't have anything.
The only time I can have tea without milk, well, herbal teas, but I'm not a big fan. We've talked about this
Yeah.
previously, that I have to try
Yeah.
different things to see, but I've yet to find one. And then I just lost my train of thought because my grandson's behind the camera
Being
making
goofy.
faces.
My son.
So anyway, we're gonna move on from the tea and talk about my book cover blanket.
Yes.
So in a previous video, I talked about how I'm starting late because it started in January, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If I go February to February, because
That gives you an extra month.
well, also because it doesn't matter. No, you couldn't see the blanket till after the first.
Yeah.
Because you have to put it together,
Mhm.
right? Well, at least the end, the last week, whatever you read, you would have to
put it
add.
in, yeah.
And then I would think a border. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so I showed you 2 books that I did. And so I have done another one. And this is the book. It's the second book in the Secret Book and Scone Society by Ellery Adams, and it's called The Whispered Word. And this is about a, let me get this straight now. So Nora owns the bookstore, and a young woman, she finds in her bookstore in a hospital gown with a hospital bracelet on, and she doesn't want to share her information of where she's come from and all of that. And then there's a customer that comes in that lives in the small town that gives Nora a hard time, and she ends up being found dead. And so that basically begins that mystery of who this girl is, the woman that passed, and also there is a traveling, almost like antique roadshow,
Oh, okay.
where these people come in to help people who want to price things and sell things and all of that. So it's kind of an in-depth mystery. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And then this is, and Felicia's helping me pick the colors for the book covers. I have her doing that. And then this is the colors for this square. If you have any ideas of, because what I would like to do eventually is make a picture collage of
Okay.
the books with the squares and kind of frame it and have it up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could hang the blanket too or how that would work, but I would like to do that.
That'd be cool.
I like this because I do have ADD, if you don't know that. And
Don't.
connected to my granny squares. And so I want to do everything.
You don't say.
And then I don't do anything. You know, like I don't finish. I start things and I don't finish because I want to do everything.
Everything at once.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't have time.
Mhm.
Which we're not going to go into it, but I should have time. But I don't.
Don't look at me.
So anyway, the thing that I like about this is it's kind of quick and easy, and it's kind of a little completed project
Yeah.
that I can say, okay, I completed that, even though in the end
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pull it all together. But so I'm happy about that.
That's gonna come out really, really good.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think the black
Suits it.
it will tie in, I think, all the colors, because I'm sure I have books that the colors are not going to kind of match, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I'm hoping the black goes in. But you know,
Hmm.
I made a mistake with this.
What?
I didn't add the gray. Was I supposed to add gray? No.
No, I didn't
No.
pick out gray for that
No,
one.
I didn't make a mistake. You didn't pick out gray. Well, let me move on by saying I started another blanket, and the reason why I started another blanket was based on one of the squares. So my caution to the wind, yes, it has. This one has gray in it. Caution to the Wind by Gianna Darling. Her book cover is white, red, pink, gray, and then I added black. So, but I decided that I loved those colors. I
Yeah.
loved that square. So, I am starting a kind of like a continuous granny square blanket. I don't know if it'll be like
that.
a lapkin or how it will come out, or
I really like it though.
like a wall hang. I don't know. I'm gonna see how far I can get with these colors because depending on how much I have, and then based on what's finished.
Do you already have the on set so that if Freya's around, she can't, you know, be Freya?
Yeah, I know. I know. This would actually make a nice sweater too, but
Yeah.
but I'm gonna continue on with this and try to make this
That's
into
beautiful.
some kind of blanket. But again, I have trouble with blankets. We talked about this where I think arm length is the right way, but then it ends up being way too long this way
Yeah.
and too short this way. And then so this one is shorter because I just started out with a granny square. So now I don't know, is it gonna cover all the way as it gets bigger? I don't know. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna continue on. Worst case scenario, we'll have a third blanket for the car.
Yeah, we'll need it.
Because we do have a little bucket in the car where I keep some blankets, especially the last two that I did that have some errors in them because we get cold in the car.
Yeah.
And we are a blanket loving group.
Mm-hmm.
We love blankies. So, yeah, that's where we are with that.
Yes.
What else?
What else? Still annotating, and I think I have a third suspect.
In what book?
Stocking Jeff the Ripper.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you liking it?
I love it.
You love it?
So far, I love it.
Okay.
And I think it's between 3 people. One of them, two of them, I hope it's not. The other one, I wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I am caught up in a series, Ellie Thorpe's St. View series. 3 more I think are coming out or have come out. I have to check. So I'm hoping to complete that. And then I started another series, and it is the Oxford Tea Room Mysteries. I listened
sounds
to the prequel, and I'm in the first book now.
Okay.
So, and then I have another book that I want to start. The Oxford Tea Mysteries is by H.Y. Hannah. H.Y. Hannah, I think is her name. So far it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Again, I read the prequel, which is a shorter story. And now the first book is really like the beginning of the series, even though the prequel did have a mystery, but it was kind of like setting it up, like her returning, and she's opening a tea room.
Yep.
And everything that happens before she can even open the tea room, kind of mystery. So now the first book is she's got her tea room and there's a murder right outside her tea room or something like that. Yeah. With the scone. I don't know if that's what kills him. The scone, but the scone's hanging out of his, stuck in his mouth.
Oh,
I don't
geez.
know. Yeah. So I think it's I think it's good so far.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I am in the process of that book. I am working to finish up Elementary, she said, by Vicki Delaney. I'm hoping to finish that up quickly.
That's good.
Yes. And then, so that means I started 3 new series because of my stupid Kindle. Like, that is another one. I don't know. You read a book, you can return it and get another one. Like, it's like
That's cool.
such a quick turnaround. But at the same time, there's nothing like a physical book. The problem is you can't get your hands on a physical book
All
as
the time.
quick as you can one off the Kindle or one off of an
That.
audio where you
Yep.
can listen to it. Because the library, Libby is the same way. You can get, well, sometimes you have to be on a waiting list for that too, but it can be kind of quick unless it's the most hyped book at the time.
Yeah.
And I don't often always go for those. I'm often a backlist reader compared to what people are reading currently. I'm behind the ball because I'm also, I pick what my mood is, and I move on quickly.
No. Not you.
Yeah, I do.
That's shocking.
Mm.
I would not know that.
Yeah. I do. So, all right. Well, that's the update on that. And we did do some more work today. We were very busy. I reorganized my tea shelf because it needed to be cleaned. It was a mess. And then I also switched a couple of tables in my little small area, but it's not completely clean yet, so I won't show you that right this minute. But
Some more to come.
some more to come. Actually looking at, I haven't been journaling, and I need to do that. I need to do a page for this book.
Yeah.
I did do Deadwood, and I did do Caution to the Wind, but I didn't do this one. And the ones on the Kindle, I'm going through those like water, so I don't think I'll do those.
Okay.
But what I think I'm gonna do, this is the Archer and Olive. I love this. This is like a traveler's notebook, but what I think, I don't know if you can see that, I just love that. What I think I'm gonna do with this is use it as lists.
Okay.
So, like lists of, and I'm making this up because I don't have it planned out yet, but list of all the books on my shelves that's unread.
Yep. That's a
And
good
then
idea.
I could highlight it
as
as
you go.
it's off. I could have a section that's recipes that I've tried, and were they good or were they weren't good, and then I'll if it's a good recipe, then I'll transfer it into my my cookbook thing. List my series
Yeah.
and track that, things like that. So
That's a
use
good
this
idea.
as kind of my list
Of things, yeah.
of things. Yeah. My book blanket,
Yep.
what books I read with the squares.
Squares, yeah.
Is the square complete, is it not complete,
That's actually a good idea.
right? Things like that. And then again, I can either highlight it,
Yeah.
put a star, whatever, to say that it's done. And then in the end, maybe put a picture in of like the completed blanket, and also the directions to the granny square,
Square,
like how, whatever, things like that, and use this for that.
Yeah.
And this could then be not by year.
Yeah, because you don't have to date it.
No, I could just keep it on going until it's no more. That's what I think
That's a good
I want
idea.
to do with this one. So I'm looking forward to figuring that out. The problem is how to know how many pages you need.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how many pages will I need for writing down my books?
Yeah, that is a dilemma.
Yeah, I might need a lot less for the squares or for recipes. You know, movies.
Yep.
You know, any new movies I've seen or things like that. I'm not going to do movies because I'm not a big movie person anyway. I don't really watch a lot of movies, but things like that. Maybe keep a wish list. So it's just like a different section list. So I think that I'm going to do that.
With that one.
Whether I decorate it or not, I'm not sure. Like I said, I would put a picture of the completed blanket in there just because I think it applies to
that.
Yeah, to the project because it's a project. It's
Yeah.
not technically just a list. So having a picture in there
Works.
probably would work. Oh, jeez, I did it wrong. That explains a lot. And that would definitely, I think, be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And whether I carry it around in my bag, because I think that a lot of people keep their lists on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they'll have like the list, like, so a favorite author might have 3 series.
Mm-hmm.
And so they keep a list of every series because they want to eventually get to them, you know, and check off what but for me, I need
Yeah.
this. I need
Something like that.
yeah to handhold. I want to take it with me.
Yep.
Because if I have a wish list in there, I can add to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can add it, you know.
Even if you're at the bookstore and you're not sure, you just look at your list.
Yeah, to see
Whether you have it or not.
If I list my series, do I have that book? Do I don't have that book? Yeah, things like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I still have 2 more or 3 more journals that I need to find something to do with.
Okay.
I have my big one that you got me that I'm using, kind of like a common place journal. I'm not using it as an everyday.
Right.
I'm using it as, you know, learning about myself, learning about things, and having information in there that's educational in a way. So if someone else reads it, they're getting some knowledge. So that's what I'm using that for. And then I have my book journal that has mistakes in it, but I'm just going to move forward
with it,
and do that. But my other big square one, I think I have a brilliant idea. I think I'm going to start setting that up for 2025.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
That's a good idea.
Not with books that I'm going to read, nothing like that, but I'm going to be setting up pages. So like the cover page, the what I want stats to look like, you know, if I want stats,
right?
Whatever it is, I'm gonna do that and have it all set up. So then in 2025, I'm just going in and it's ready to go. I think that will be helpful, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So anyway,
I think that's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
But who knows? And when I get that situated, I will come back on and show you that, as well as hopefully this week, I'll be able to hop back on and show you 1 or 2 more granny squares towards my blanket, and maybe some progress on this one. We'll see. You can't let me backslide.
I can't let you backslide.
No, I still have my circle blanket. I haven't done any more circles, and now I don't know if I like the circles.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I gotta put a pause on Jack the Ripper. Stop Jack the Ripper.
Why?
because Enola Holmes 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
So I gotta reread Enola Holmes 3.
But they're short.
They are short, but I've gotta put a pause.
Yeah.
So I gotta go back and forth. At least that way one book is getting done.
That's a reread.
Yeah.
Do we count rereads? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I didn't know where you were going with it.
No, because I have a couple of books that I would reread over and over and over and over and over again. However, I do want to give you the challenge
Of
sticks. And I want to I want to videotape you reading it. Because when she snot cries,
I'm not gonna snot cry over sticks.
All witnesses.
After everything he did to Ash, I am not going to do that.
Can I challenge you?
Okay.
Okay. All right. You heard it here first. I'm challenging her to read sticks from, if you're not familiar, Sherilyn Kenyon wrote the Dark Hunter series. It's better to read it in order, but the 3 best books are Night Play, but then Acheron.
Oh, Night Play, yeah.
Oh my God, Acheron is such a tearjerker. It's a lot of triggers,
Yes.
a lot of abuse, so that, if you're not okay with that, don't read it, because it is very traumatizing. But in reading that, you naturally get a dislike for a lot of people. And then the next book come out, and it's Sticks book. And that made me cry just as hard. So, and trigger warnings for abuse. It is not for the faint of heart. So if that bothers you, don't read them, but read the warnings before you go in. But they are great books, and it certainly taught me a lesson to make sure that you look at everything before you completely judge a situation, which can be hard. It can be hard to do when you are in a situation, you're dealing with the information that you have at hand. But it did teach me that sometimes that's just not all the information, and yeah. So I'm going to do little...
I feel like I just got set up.
You did. I am going to do little videos when I catch her. And if she's crying, I'm going to videotape a little clip. Not a long one, but a little one to add to my video to say, see, I told you so.
Won't be as hard as the Dorothy Must Die.
Well, that's a whole nother bed worms for her. But anyway, until...
That was heartbreaking.
Are we going to come back? We might come back.
Okay.
We might come back. You know what?
My God. These poor viewers.
I'm sorry. We're going to end the video here. And but we will be back. And until next time, I hope that you're all safe, and I hope you're all loved. Bye.
Bye.